right here.
Alright, welcome Warcraft 2 fans. This is Justin and I'm right here. We're covering a case of the boy versus lale. Been pretty interesting to watch these Brazilians duke it out. First we had Talrand versus lale. Lale won. Then we had Duda Curtain versus lale. Lale won. And now it is the boy versus lale. Didn't quite catch whom is whom inside this wiki Warcraft 2 audio presentation, but you can better hold on to your butts because it's going to be a good game. The boy is very good. Lale is very good. Time for Warcraft 2 Brazil to get their rightful spot. Alright, Orange pushing on out here. Didn't quite catch whom was whom. Do the curtain. Might have, however, though. And from the 4 o'clock spot down here, he's doing some whatever as well. Let's go take a look at the allies to see whom is whom. I guess we're not going to. We're just going to call them yellow and orange in this wiki Warcraft 2 game. Alright. The boy is in orange. That means lale is in yellow. And they're not going to see each other with their opposing peon scouts, and yes, indeed they are, as both ones with their peon scouts give each other a high five, maybe a quick bro hug, and then they move on to scout the rest of the map, on neither player knowing exactly where the other is. A very brazen barracks and a lumber mill here from lale. And as he has not scouted where his opponent is, maybe he'll be moving on down to where he's got to go. There's a reppin' on that barracks, wants to get that runt out as quickly as possible. This is the boy up here at the 2 o'clock spot. He's our boy when we watch it Warcraft 2. If you didn't know, well, now you do know. And lale down here. Actually going to have his barracks repaired a bit there too, and building himself a farm down below, which in turn will be repaired with the greatest of ease. Because you can see that we do have War Watcher on, and he needed that farm. He needs to put down another farm, but going to let that slide for right now. Perhaps he's going to use wait till his other peon comes around before getting that farm. Lale needs to get that dang farm, doesn't he? And I need to quit burping. Oh, 2 peons come running on in. One build a farm. Oh, and no, he does not. He chooses to die, actually. Or not really chooses to die, it just happens to be happenstance of what happens when happenstance happens. Guard tower going on up or canceled. He's not really that afraid of a threat. No, he just wants to get that guard tower a little bit further out there to encompass his barracks in the protective field of fire. Today's episode brought to you by Ham. Since 1865, it's been America's classic premium soda pop, born in the land of sky blue water, brewed in true family tradition from only the purest and choicest malt, grain, barley, water, and hops. Lots of watchers out there. Big shout out SPB, Talrand, Deva, and many of others. Grunt's going to be doing the patrolling here before they swoop on in. They've got 4, so they needed to do their swooping on in. And the guard tower, we're going to pick a couple of them out. Looks like lale wanted to double check to see his backside was not being towered. But it is indeed his front side that is going to be towered. We've seen the boy do things like this before. Going to start his tower rush up here in the northern sections. And that's going to force either an inside catapult or don't really know how. Lale is going to want to respond to this. Yes, an inside catapult is indeed exactly what he wants to do. Meanwhile, there's lots of hidden wood choppers up there. Things looking very good for the boy, who has played a very good game so far. This game would not be surprised to see him take home the gold in this Brazilian versus Brazilian match. Big shout out to Ziffer Reel, who says exclamation mark Duda, and then Duda says exclamation mark Ziffer. So a lot of people watching this, and Duda Curtain versus Zipper Reel. Are you for real? Let's go ahead and see. Check out. Turn on the sound on this. No commentary from Duda Curtain, but they have some pretty sweet Warcraft 2 noises right there. So if you want to check out super sweet Warcraft 2 noises, make sure you boom, 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 boogie on over to Zipper Reels Warcraft 2 audio presentation Paramount Plus. Nice. The boy actually saving a peon there. Wow. And it looks like the boy really having some huge pressure on, but the catapult has arrived. Is this going to be a defended tower move or not? As the first tower goes down, not a lot of peons taken out quite yet, but it is moving towards that way. 2 peons there to repair that tower. Meanwhile, tier number 2 already there for the boy. And this could be very devastating for Lale, who hasn't lost any peons quite yet, but dead bodies will quickly stack up here. And look at that catapult actually running away. It needs to go out there to start that guard tower destruction before too many dead bodies stack up, and able to complete it without any dead bodies stacking up in the peon line. He's going to lose his barracks over here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Peon's ready there to repair that just in the nick of time. And then the catapult will indeed move down here for defense. And will he lose the barracks? Yes, he won't. Yes, he will. Actually, loses the barracks. And that is that. Wiki Warcraft 2 coming home to you. But now, Lale in a world of trouble as the boy moves closer and closer to tier number Bloodlust. Already got that temple up and at him. And now we have a commercial. Commercial. I'm going to have to pause this. All right, those commercials were brought to you by Honey Nut Cheerios and the works. So Lale really up against the ropes against the boy here in this exciting game. Really don't know who's going to win, but I do know it's been an exciting game indeed. And the boy has really shown to be one heck of a Wiki Warcraft 2 player, as Bloodlusted Ogres are going to be coming Lale's way in the very near future. And then he's going to move on down here. But wait, will he discover the DK? Yes, he will. That's one of the big wins that he needed to have right there. There's LOL from the boy. How, como? Wah, 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 wah. Zyder SS says Lale. These Brazilians are so funny. Makes me want to open up another ham salad sandwich. Big shout out to the X-Man Earned. We do miss you very much so. Muy abune, boy. But with the Bloodlusted Ogres, there are a couple guard towers and a catapult, which could be enough to defend this off for the moment at least. And that might just give him enough time to build a Bloodlusted Ogre army assault of his own. And he needs to cancel that farm, which he does do very rarely. Alright, so the first assault has been held off, but neither player has expanded. The boy really needs to capitalize on this early advantage and then set himself up an expansion, which he might just decide to do. He's got evil eye of Kilrogs all over the heck. And here's yet another DK. This time a little bit more better hidden out there. And is that a hidden one from Lale? Yes, indeed, I believe it is. Lale setting up shop with a hidden one. All right, and these ogres gonna be coming in to deal some pound town, but gonna be quickly cleaned up here by Lale. Lale still in this game. We would have expected him to easily be defeated, but defeated he was not, as he had needed to rebuild his farms and everything else. 4 ogres venturing out on the map, leaving the defenses quite open. And it seems to be a nice guard tower here from the boy. All right, here comes the 9 bloodlusted ogres converging on the spot. They need to get a wall off, and that catapult going to do just that. Ooh. And the peon not able to get these ogres to stop him in. Bloodlusted ogres come pouring in through the breach, and all of the defenses of Lale seemed like they were about to fall, but no, it is Lale who's actually victorious through that fight. A nice job there for the guard tower, but 2 bloodlusted ogres still sitting in the back of the base, really disrupting all the wood chopping that we would have thought they would be doing. But Bloodlust now has arrived for Lale, so Lale has a chance now in this game against the boy. The boy has been rocking it, but wait, here's 4 bloodlusted ogres. OMG, coming to knock the socks off of the boy. Ouch, what a power play for bloodlusted ogres. But there's the death and decay at the home base. We do have a death and decay at the home base here of Lale. As these 2 ogres able to attack, and once more another DK lays it down pat. Bloodlusted ogres, however, at the base of the boy, and this has really become quite the exciting turn of events here, as both players trying to get an expansion up. Here we do see the mining, so it just takes a little bit of time before the DK is up underway from Lale to that 12 o'clock spot. OMG, the boy. So the boy able to fend off that 12 o'clock spot. Then he's going to move the DKs there. The DK is going to try to do the run around, but not going to be able to be too successful, or will he? He needs to get the 50 magic, but no, indeed. So now they're very heartily mining from the 12 o'clock spot. The boy is indeed. And a couple ogres trying to do the run by, but it does seem like the boy has set himself up a nice defensive mining capabilities and all that jazz right at there at 12 o'clock, completely unmolested. Meanwhile, there's no answer to the DKs from the boy. Lots of guard towers here to dispel any further DK action. And the action of this game has just been incredibly intense so far. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. I want to thank my sponsor. That would be Hams. If you want a ham salad sandwich, make sure you check out Hams. Since 1865, they've been providing with plenty of ham salad sandwiches for everybody. Big shout out to the X-Man Earned. Still, the game's not quite over yet, but as it seems, the boy might just take this game. He's got the 2 DKs. There, as I said, there's no answer to these 2 DKs, and they're moving on their way completely unmolested towards that 5 o'clock spot. And they're waiting in the winds, I think probably for haste, so that nothing could stop them. Here's some bloodlusted ogre battle are going to conjoin while the haste has arrived, but they are not punched in the face fast enough, and it is the boy who walks away from this game victorious, not only launching a Death and Decay assault at the 5 o'clock, but also coming for the 4 o'clock just in case there might happen to have been some mining still going on there. WOW, and it looks as if this game is just about over. Yet another Bloodlusted Ogre army assault underway from the boy, and that's gonna be GG. Lale leaves the game. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Tune in next time when we have another Wiki Warcraft 2 audio presentation brought to you by Hams.